Okay, it says we're live. I gotta get the. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. I can't hear anything right now. We're having some major difficulties.
You can't hear anything?
Wait. Let me. Good Lord.
You can't hear anything? Still no sound. Still no sound. La, 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 la. What's up, Ping? Having some issues jumping in tonight, but yeah. What you doing? Can you hear? Can you hear me, Ping? Can you hear me, Todd? Can you hear me, Lisa? Yeah, Lisa hears me. Eric hears me. Can you hear Chris? Chris is like pantomiming on my side. I don't hear you, Chris. I don't hear you. I don't hear you. I'm going to assume you're talking about Todd. I mean, you're talking about Chris, Todd. Yes, correct. You hear Chris's voice. I don't think I'm the issue. I think it's on your side, Chris.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay. So I think EVMux is down. I think that's what happened with EVMux. Because if you can't sign in and I can't sign in, or we can sign in but we can't get to the studio part, it's got to be down. So sorry guys, we had a nice little intro, the snow and all kinds of stuff. I think we had all kinds of cool stuff, and it just I logged in about 20 minutes ago and went to go into the studio, and it would not let me get into the studio. It's like what was it? What kind of error, Brad, was it giving us?
It's just like when you try to go to a website, there's just nothing there. Just giving you the standard, not the 404 thing, but the other thing.
Yeah, this site can't be reached.
I promise I'll tell the truth.
So, Ping, are you doing okay out there? I know California is burning to the ground. So I just want to check, make you're here. So that's a good thing. Is everything okay out there where you're at in the area you're in? Are you safe? Are you going to be safe? Or you need to have some worries, or what's going on? Okay, so welcome in Lisa. Welcome in Eric. Good to see you guys. Todd's here. Texas is here. Todd, I left you some outstanding feedback on that pan the other day. I'm waiting to get some return feedback on that. Sounds like a beans excuse to me. So there is Grams and Pops. This is my winter. Man. I got my stuff on, man. I mean, it's cold outside, brother. It's cold. You know, I know it's cold where you're at, Corey, but and I'm sure it ain't nothing like it is there. Thousands of homes up north have burned down. The videos are terrible to watch. Thankfully, the winds have slowed down. Okay. Let's see. That was, what's that?
I said, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That is. I've been watching it on the news, man. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. I mean, they're showing Malibu Beach, man, where the homes are just, I mean, it looks like a war zone through there. It's crazy. Todd said that was the best feedback in the history of eBay. You left.
Well,
that's awesome.
What are you doing leaving Todd good feedback for?
Well, he sent me that cast iron skillet that I got for Tammy's birthday. And,
that's what y'all were talking about last week when I was trying to.
Yep.
I was trying to do some work.
So real quick, guys, I want to give you a little update on Leroy. I'm sure he won't mind me telling you guys this, but for 60 days, Leroy is started fasting and praying at 7 o'clock. If he wants to tell you what he's fasting, he'll he'll let you guys know that. But so the 7 o'clock, but he did say as soon as he gets done doing whatever it is, he will jump in if we're still here. So he
So
called.
that's his official cover story.
Yeah, that's his official cover story.
That's his official cover story, and the real story is that we were going to have that ship off.
Yeah.
And he got worried about it, and he had to call it quits. So
I think yeah, that could be it. Maybe he's fasting shipping.
yeah,
I know I fasted shipping today.
it's been a pretty slow day today. Like so 2 days ago was our first. Let me actually go back over there and look at it. Yeah, I had my first like sub $100 day that I've had in like forever on
Really?
on
Well, I will say
there
this.
on that was Tuesday, and then yesterday rebounded like normal.
Wow, I sold one item yesterday.
Yeah,
Just one. I didn't sell nothing today. So, but I did my whatnot show on Tuesday night, so I did sell all them cards on Tuesday night. So, but as far as eBay went, eBay's, I guess it's dead. I don't know, but that leads me into something else I want to talk about. Brad, so last week, and I apologize because my mind must have been somewhere else, and I meant to go back and watch the show today, but I just didn't have time. Because you said something about you signed up for a new cross-listing platform.
yeah, I signed up for Vendu. Yeah.
Okay, you did Vendu. Okay, have you heard of Autoposher?
Yeah, I've heard of Autoposher.
Okay, I've been doing. Is anybody in the chat do Autoposher? Because I've been investigating Autoposher, and I'm actually considering doing it because one of the things is so I know when I was doing LP and Flip and a couple of others, I never really got into Vendu. Is that whenever I went to transfer the item over, I still had to go in and make a few changes to some things like my shipping category and sizes, and depending on which platform I went to. But Autoposher, I've watched the Resell Brothers, I believe is their names. And one of them put a video out about Autoposher because that's what they use. And I watched them use it, and I watched them and 2 other videos. And man, it's just a 1-click thing, right? Or 2 clicks. It's a click on the platform and then a click to list. There's no adding shipping, or it transfers everything over from eBay. It pulls everything off of eBay and it syncs everything off of eBay and then puts it there. Then of course you got the benefits for Poshmark on it, where it does the follows and shares and all that stuff. But the one thing that this one does that the other ones does not do, it does. So you know how on eBay when we end the listing and then sell similar or relist or whatever it is, well this one does it automatically does it for you. You ain't got to worry about it. It does it for you when on the 29th day, it will end that listing and it recreates a completely new listing. It don't even sell similar. It just recreates a whole new listing for it. So
yeah, that's because you're listing from the platform and not ending it on eBay and then relisting it on eBay. Like you do that same thing on Vendu and List Perfectly. You can end and relist from Poshmark. I mean, from List Perfectly or Vendu.
Right, but you have to manually do that yourself, right?
Yeah, you click the ones you want it to do.
Yeah, see, this one you don't have to manually do it. It does it automatically. You just set it up in the very beginning.
So does it do Mercari? Does it do Mercari and whatnot and all that?
Yep. Well, I don't know about whatnot, but I know it's got. So the platforms that I know right now that I've seen, and I believe it's the only 4 platforms. It's eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. Those are the 4 platforms it uses from the videos I've seen.
How much is it?
So they got 3 different packages, and I'm trying to understand the packages. One of them is a little less. But the one and it's automation. The one of them that's the cheapest is an automation one, and then there's a separate one for just for cross listing, and then you got one that combines them both, which is $69.99. The other one's like one of them's like 39, and the other one's like 25 or 29 or something like that.
How many listings a month? That's the thing
Uh,
about Vendu. Vendu has like a bunch of different packages, but it's based on like how many you're going to list. You know, I got an
right.
unlimited plan. So
I think that one's set up to where you do the packet where okay, so if I were to do the $69.99 one, if I recall correctly now, if somebody's familiar with it here, they can correct me if I'm wrong. If I recall correctly, it gives you get 500 credits for cross listing. If I, there you get a certain amount of credits you can use to remove backgrounds, and you get a certain amount of credits you can use for cross listing. I could be wrong about that, but I remember the 500 thing. But I do know for an extra $20 you can do 2,000. I think I'd have to go back and I didn't, I'm in the process of investigating it. I don't know all the ins and outs right now of it, but it's from what I've learned so far, it does seem like a pretty good platform to use for what I'm going to be doing. So, but I'm one of those that it's got to pay for itself. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
It's got to pay for itself.
Yeah. Well, we're on the way to that. We've had several Mercari sales, and so the plan I've got is here's the problem with Vendus. You get so many you can import a month, and there's like I don't even remember what the pricing tiers are. So like if you're just starting out and you're putting stuff over, it's okay. But when you're like us and we've got 3,000 things listed, it's like I'd have to pay a lot extra for 1 month just to get everything imported into it and then get over. But anyway, I got to looking, and there's an unlimited plan for $600 a year that works out to like $50 a month, which is cheaper, and it also has. That's the other thing about Vendu now that I'm remembering. It's like you sign up for whatever tier you need, and they got like several price tiers that are decently priced. But then if you want the auto delist and the whatever, you got to add like it's another $5 package and another $5 package and another $5 package. The unlimited plan just has all that built into it, and it works out to $50 a month. So that's what I did. I like it really well for cross posting. It's like super easy to cross post. It's not that List Perfectly was hard. It was just not as it was a little more clunky to cross post. And Vendu.
Well, I heard from Kat they went up to $100 a month on the.
Yeah, so that's what caused me to look. If it had stayed at the $69.95, a month is what it was, then I would have 100% maybe not 100%, but I would have considered staying there. But because it was going up to $100 a month for the stuff that I wanted, which was the auto delist features, for Poshmark and Mercari and stuff. Because it was going up on that, I looked around and found something different, and Vendu, I played with it for a few days, and it's like, yeah, this will work really well. The importing part's super smooth. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. It works good. Works for what I want.
I think Chris Cernock's connection, he uses Vendu a lot. And doesn't Vendu have the app on the phone also?
Yes, but it's not any better than having List Perfectly on your phone.
Okay.
Because I had created like a shortcut to List Perfectly on my phone. I can't tell that like you still have to have a browser open for Vendu to delist and stuff. So it's on that advantage. That was the question nobody could ever answer me when I would ask about, because with List Perfectly you have to have a browser open for the delist feature to work. Which means if you go to bed and you want stuff to delist overnight, you have to leave your computer on. You have to leave the browser open, right?
Right.
And so nobody could ever answer. Yeah, nobody could ever answer me with that. And so the answer is yes. You do have to leave your browser open. You have to have a browser open for it to be able to do the.
Now Chrome extension with the vendor?
Yeah, it's just an add-on on Chrome. Yeah, just
You
like
see
it's
it,
just like Roots perfectly.
right? And that's the thing with auto posture is they tell you that you're not using a Chrome extension for it, and you don't have to leave it open for it to work.
Well, that'd be helpful, but um, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the $50 a month and unlimited. And I got 1,500 background removals, which I never used those anyway. So
Right.
I don't. I'll never reach that. The
Well,
highest.
let me know. I'll give you a month on it and let me know how that one works out because I'm going to take a month to investigate platforms because I think with me doing the clothing thing now, I think I really do need to start cross listing more. Now, I have been cross listing over the Poshmark here the last couple of days using my flip, but I mean, it just takes so long. I need something that I can do it quick, fast, in a hurry,
Yeah,
you know.
I started with Flip several years ago and moved to List Perfectly. List Perfectly worked really well. I do like the it does the auto sharing and it does the auto follow and all that on Poshmark. I do like all that. I don't know. I hadn't really dug into Vendo to see if it even does that. Because honestly, it don't really help a whole lot on Poshmark. I don't know.
Right. So
Anyway,
hey, tell me what you think. I want to hear what the chat says too about this. I got something. Me and Leroy kind of talked about this morning. I got an opinion on it, but tell me what you think about the eBay and Facebook marketplace merger.
it's not a complete merger, is it? Like
Well,
they're gonna throw some things on there, but how do we know what things they put on there? And
I don't know if you're automatically enrolled into it. So I listened to Tech and Sports this morning on it, and you're automatically enrolled into it. And of course, it is select listings as of right now, meaning that your whole store is not going to be put on. They're just going to choose certain listings out of your store to put on there. So, and from what Tech was reading, it's like quality listings. What's that?
what Todd said there, it's a partnership, not a merger.
Yes,
Yeah.
Todd. I'm sorry. I miss. So here's what I'm thinking. Number one, I was really excited about it because I woke up yesterday and my eBay stock had jumped 10% at open, and it closed out at plus 6%. So the stock in eBay has gone up. So if the stock's going up, then that means something's good's happening with eBay. Um, Also, me and Leroy got talking about it this morning, and something that you can think about with this partnership, as Todd puts it, you can add local pickup to your items. And those people that are on Marketplace, most of the Marketplace buyers are local buyers. I never ship on Marketplace. So buyers meet me somewhere, I pick a spot and I take the item to them. So if they're doing a local pickup, if your items, if you have local pickup on your items and eBay's putting those items on Marketplace, that could help sell the item on Marketplace through Marketplace. If nobody understands how that works, it's not like they click on Marketplace and they go to your profile. They click on Marketplace in that, and when that link, when they click on the item, it takes you straight to your eBay store where that item's at. So they still purchase it through eBay. They still do everything through eBay. It's just eBay is going to start putting your items on Marketplace.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
know.
see. I think it
I
will
don't
be
know if
great
local,
until.
I was gonna say I don't know if local pickup is a plus for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Todd says, so I think it will be great until eBay decides to increase fees when an item sold on Facebook linked to eBay. I think, Todd, here's what I think will happen. I think it's going to be another one of them promotional things that if you want your items eventually, that if you want your items on Facebook Marketplace, I believe you're going to have to pay for it. Like a lot of people pay for the off-site ads right now, that kind of promotion. I don't do that kind of promotion, but I think what's going to happen in the future, I agree with Tech and Sports on this, is that they're going to want to charge us to have our items put on Marketplace. And if we opt out, I'm sure there's going to be an opt out situation, and then you won't have to worry about that. You know, I hope they don't raise fees because of it. I would prefer them to give us an option to either opt in or opt out. And if you opt in, then they can charge you the promotional fee for that, whatever it may be. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Brad?
Wait and see, like everything else.
uh,
So for me, like adding the local pickup thing, like local pickup, unless you're selling stuff specifically on marketplace that you would not want to that you wouldn't want to have to ship and stuff like that. Just dealing with people on Facebook Marketplace is a hassle anyway. You know, I feel like the number of questions people are like, is this still available? That's going to go up.
well, that's what I was wondering. Is that going to go? Hello, Land Shark Picker. I was wondering the same thing. If that's going to create messages, is this still available? But from my understanding, listening to what Taking Sports was talking about on it and stuff,
You can't listen to that guy. He knows too much.
he does. He knows. Oh man, golly, and he. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm never. This is no ding towards any reseller on YouTube. I want anyone that watches this to understand what I'm trying to say. This is nothing against anyone else. I mean, there's a lot of great YouTubers out there that are great resellers, but this guy, I'm telling you, he is completely business minded. I mean, I've never watched another YouTube channel that's so business minded like he is, and he knows a whole lot. He's pretty smart.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't want to sell that way, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that he sells that I'm just, you know, that doesn't, you know, doesn't fit me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bandit says maybe someone at eBay finally figured out people were not jumping on promoted listings because no one knew where they were promoted. Too much pushback and not my best choice.
So, you know, I think the thing is like Facebook's I don't know how they're gonna, you know, I don't know how the logistics of it's gonna look, but the number of people on Facebook far exceeds the number of people on eBay. And so one of the things, like for example with the church stuff, it's like there's all kinds of for example, there's all kinds of companies out there that want you to like come to their social platform designed to, you know, for churches and all that stuff, and you try to get to pull people to it. And my pushback on that is the people are on Facebook, and if you're having to like try to get them to another platform, you know, to use it, it's just not going to work. It's a whole lot easier to go to where the people are already, where they already are, and just and meet them there, as opposed to trying to get everybody to go to somewhere else. And so the people are on Facebook, and if these things, you know, if people who are on that platform start seeing the things that are for sale or whatever, I don't know exactly how it's going to work. Is it just for people who are going to look in Facebook Marketplace for stuff, or is it just going to show up in your feed, in your timeline? How's that going to work? You know, I already got enough ads.
It shows
I don't look at Facebook anymore anyway, just because the number of things in my timeline that have absolutely nothing to do with anything I care about.
Right. From my understanding, it's just going to be into a marketplace area. So it's not going to be like in. So right now, if I go to list something on marketplace, it's got my profile, my Facebook profile and all that. It's not going to be that. It's just going to be where there's an item listed. You click on that item to look at it, and then it takes you to the eBay site or wherever that store, whichever store it belongs to.
All right, so
kind of like the car ads. You know, you used to go in and look at used cars, local used cars. Now, when you click on one, it takes you to a car dealership.
Yeah. So, all right. So you listen to Tech? Did you listen to Tech's thing on it last night? His live? Did you listen to that?
Yeah.
Have you listened to it? Okay. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Did he have any numbers about how many people are buying on Marketplace right now? Because
I didn't get the chance to listen to his whole live. I did get to like the first half of it because his lives are pretty long.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably turn it on while I'm working tomorrow if I get snowed in. But
Yeah.
the
Well, we
so
definitely get snowed in, brother.
looks like it's going to happen. But no, like my question would be is like, because I do shop on Facebook Marketplace quite a bit with what I do, right? Trying to find stuff, but it's like I see the same, 100 listings every single time I get on there. I'm wondering now, are they just going to make it harder for me to find the things I want to find?
Yeah. See, there's something else. I
And
mean,
it,
there is some drawbacks to it.
yeah,
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. When I search for a vehicle, man, I don't want to go to a dealership. I
yeah,
don't. And of course, this is different. It's still a used. If you're looking at used items, they're just taking you to eBay to purchase the item on eBay instead of purchasing it from. Now, here's my question: are people going to understand that it's still coming from an Indian? And see, and that's why I'm considering changing my listings to local pickup, because if someone local here, say I have say this fire pit, this thing I got for a fire pit, okay, and say someone clicks on that, say say eBay puts it on Marketplace, and someone's looking for it, they see it, and they click on it. Now, obviously, when they click on it, they're gonna be like, well, I don't want to pay this much for it. It's got to be shipped. I want to do a local pickup. So, but if they see my listing as an option as a local pickup, that could be a plus, because when you look for things on Marketplace, you're not looking for things out of state or wherever. You're looking pretty close. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's the only positive I can see there is eBay offers that local pickup already, and you can switch that option on for your listings, and that may help more with the local, because I have shipped things that I could drive to the house in 15 minutes. You know?
yeah. So for me, that just sounds like that doesn't sound appealing to me at all. And I'll tell you why, because like my mind already, and not being negative about it, I'm just thinking through the logistics of it.
Mm-hmm.
If I got $20, like if I got $1,020 items for sale and they all show up in my local area, and then I'm trying to like, line up pickups with people, I just don't, I'd just rather not. I'd just rather ship it to
Are
you.
you talking about setting pickup times and stuff like that?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
working all that stuff out. It's just like that's more I'd rather make less money and ship it to people than to have to meet three people today to
Well, see, here's what you can do. Here's something you can do with that, and I learned this from a some people on Marketplace that do live auctions. So every day they do a live auction. Well, twice a week they go to the Ingles, and they set up a time. They give it the buyers an hour. Okay, if you're not there in that hour on that certain day, you got to wait till the next pickup time. So they got two pickup days. It's an hour in, and they say it works out really, really well for them. And what I like is the fact
is
that,
question, is their model like, is this what they do?
yeah, yeah, this is
Okay.
what they do.
Like
Yeah,
they're not really doing like eBay and stuff.
no,
They've
no,
got
no, no,
okay.
no.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like if your model is Facebook Marketplace, like if I'm selling, credenzas and nightstands and coffee tables and exercise bikes and weight sets and things like that, then I'm gonna probably take advantage of Facebook Marketplace and try to do that kind of thing. But
Right,
if I'm selling, like we've sold several out of our Power Rangers we picked up last week. If I'm selling a $15 Power Ranger, man, I just rather ship that thing.
yeah.
Get it.
Now, Teresa made a comment here about local pickup. She says, or a minus is people searching on eBay and choose local pickup even though they live 8 hours away. Well, here's the
Yeah.
great thing about local pickup is, from my understanding with eBay, they have to come to you.
Yeah, they do. They do, but still you're lining up a pickup point. You're lining up a pickup with someone who's 8 hours away, and they may come by it. I have traveled 6, 7, 8 hours to pick things up for Facebook
Right.
Marketplace.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
It's not an exact science. It's like the night before I'm working out logistics with these people. I'm letting them know when I get on the road in the morning, that that, hey, I'm on the road, because, people never believe people on Facebook that they're actually, showing up. And then on the way, you got to like set up ran into traffic, but I'm still on time. It's pushing it, but it looks like I'll still be there on time. Or I'm, the other day there was a semi overturned. It made us about 40 minutes late for what we were still in our window, but it was like 40 minutes late. There's so many logistics involved with local pickup. I just rather wouldn't. Yeah.
And Teresa makes another good comment. She says, she says she knows, I guess she knows about that got come to you, but says, then you may have to cancel because they just don't want to pay for shipping and didn't pay attention to the shipping options. You're 100% correct on that, Teresa. There's so many, there is so many drawbacks to that. Let's see,
I like this one. I like this one from Corey.
Yeah,
because I'm with you, man. It's like when I'm working, I like to work, and as someone who has to like account for people, doing my pastor stuff, I have to account for people and I have to do all that thing. It's just way more work lining up things with people. I'd rather ship 40 items a day than have to meet with 3 people, if that makes sense. But
look at this. People issues with me.
Yeah. Whatever works, Whatever works, doing it.
With an order she got on eBay, right? So here's what I'm thinking about the local pickup, though. I think it can be good, but
hold that just for a second, and I'll say one thing, and I'll shut up, and then you can carry it the rest of the way here. If I was selling like very expensive items, and I just was selling, I was trying to sell like one item a day or a few items a week to make my whole bag, absolutely, I would be happy to do, like Facebook Marketplace. But with the model that I have, there's no way it would ever work. Yeah. But okay, I'm shutting up. Carry it on. And sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, shut up the whole time. But what I was going to say was, I think when I say local pickup, I'm not talking about every single item. I'm thinking the heavier stuff, just listed as local pickup, because you still have a shipping option. Like Teresa says, you got 2 different shipping options. And of course, the drawback is you are opening yourself up where people's not reading all the shipping options on there. So, I think like I got a couple things that I really don't want to ship, but I will offer local pickup if a local person buys it. It's like there's some. I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody bought a football card from me recently, and I'm not going to mention any names who they was, but they only lived 30 minutes away from me. So instead of telling me, hey, I'm getting this baseball card, can you just bring it to me? We can hang out, They just paid for it and I had to ship it to them. So
that's the other thing. That's the other thing. I don't know if I really want to drive anywhere to deliver something. I'm not UPS.
Right. Well, me and Tammy was talking. I do have the church right across the street from me. And I said, well, we just put it. She says, yeah, I can sit here and see the church. So when they pull up, I can just call you and let you know they're there. Sue says she has local pickup on all her things.
Oh, cool.
So,
hey,
Sue, let me ask you. Yeah. Sue, what negatives have you had with the local pickup that you have on all your things? Have you had any negatives? I have them meet near my place. Look at this. I have a ham radio that I would like to list with local pickup due to the price and weight, but I'm leery of meeting the buyer and maybe meeting at a police station will work. Yes, Ping. Ping, I will ask you a question on the ham radio. What brand is it? She has zero negative to say about it. So
that's cool. Yeah, and not being sexist, but that'd be the thing. If I was a lady, I'd be leery. Hey, as a dude, I'm leery of meeting, although I say that, and then I go pick things up from, these Playmobiles out from people, and they're like, it's here in my basement. Come see it.
Right.
And I'm like, yes, I'm going into the basement.
So I want to do a quick shout out to Aaron here. Aaron Proctor,
Aaron
the
Proctor and the
Emporium,
with the brooch
Ephemera,
hat.
Ephemera. If I can't even say the word guy.
The ephemera guy with the brooch.
That's right.
Brooch. I like
Uh,
it.
he does a lot of live auction stuff with a couple other
Oh yeah.
ladies. Yeah, he does. I've seen some of his shows. If you
On
guys
what
want to check
platform?
him out, he's got some pretty cool stuff.
Does he do that on YouTube or
Yes, it's on YouTube. Yes.
okay?
Yep.
And that's
He's got his
that's the
own
channel,
YouTube
that's the
channel.
channel name.
I think that's it. Aaron Proctor, the ephemera guy with a brooch hat. I believe that is his channel name, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's I'll say it again. It blows my mind the number of people that I keep finding on YouTube that I've never heard of before, but that I should have heard of before, and it's amazing.
There's no zombies down here.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Aaron. I watch your stuff occasionally. I've seen a lot of your shows and stuff that y'all do. We
So,
appreciate what y'all do also.
Aaron, is there like a specific day you do it, or is it just at random times? If you got a specific time, I'd love to know. So
I don't never catch it live, so I don't know when they do it. I just know that I come across them in my feed. They're in my feed whenever it pulls up, and I watch them when they do.
Yeah. So, yeah, going back to the Facebook thing, it's like there is a whole cool. All right, I see it there, Aaron. Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, nice.
Yeah, there it is.
It's true, Sue. You're not on YouTube, and I do know you. You're awesome.
There's Marcia. Marcia's late.
I know Marcia. What's up, Marcia?
Hello, Marcia.
Yeah, going back to the Facebook thing, and that whole idea, that really is the game for any selling site, whether it be Macari or Poshmark or whatnot, or any of the district websites. Any of that stuff is getting people to the platform. And I do think it's very forward thinking of eBay to actually partner with. It's like, okay, so you've got an audience, you've got a buyer base there. So instead of us trying to like force the issue to get them to come here, which we're advertising stuff for that's great. We're actually going to partner with you to find a way to to do to reach the people that are already on the platform that you're on. Now, it works out good for eBay, I would say, because if someone who's, let's say they don't shop on eBay, but they're on Facebook and they do some shopping and they wind up doing a marketplace buy, and it actually, pulls them through the funnel into the eBay website to complete the transaction, and they have a good experience, maybe they become an eBay buyer. So that's good. Right. I feel like that kind of thinking is probably good for eBay. For me, in my experience, as long as it's the same for me, I'm listing items, I'm putting them up, and somebody on Facebook, I don't care if a drop shipper's buying it. I don't care if somebody from, the portal from Facebook Marketplace is buying it. I don't care. As long as I get paid and I get to provide the service on my end that I'm accustomed to doing, it's a win-win for me.
Right. So I want to ask Sue a quick question on the local pickup thing. So from my understanding, the buyer pays for the item and then you set the local pickup time and all that. Is there something else that has to take place to prove that the item was delivered, to prove they picked up the item? Because, when we deliver an item, it shows item delivered. So if they do local pickup, it's not going to.
They have like a code you can scan or something, right? I mean, like it's kind of like one of those deals.
I don't know. That's why I'm wondering how that works.
Yeah, I think it's a thing. I think you scan or a code you put in or something that they have, or they have the code. They give it to you, or something, vice versa. Something. There is some way to prove that it was picked up. Yeah. Corey said you have them scan a code. Cool. The buyer sent a QR code that you scan from them to prove they got it. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So when they're there, we scan that QR code. Okay. Gotcha.
Now I have heard, and I wish I could attribute, I wish I could remember who to attribute it to, but I do know that there was some reseller that did a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and their pickup point was the Goodwill parking lot. And so they were going there to shop anyway, to thrift.
Oh,
And
that was
and then so
that
they
was
would.
Bandit Thrift Machine that was doing that at one time.
Is that what? Yeah, I think I heard it from somebody else though. I don't remember Scott saying it. But yeah, and it's like, well, they're there. They make the pickup and then they go inside and shop, or they shop and then come out. You know, they got a little bit of cushion if the person's not there right away and stuff like that. So
Right.
that could work. But that's the way it would have to be for me. It'd have to be like connected to something I'm already doing. The idea of driving and sitting, and I'm very impatient. Some things I'm super patient, but like waiting on other people, I'm super impatient. I'm sorry. My wife's in the other room, maybe listening to this, and I apologize to you. She knows it's true. And I love her.
So, Brad, who's winning the game tonight?
Who's playing?
Penn State and Notre Dame.
Oh, I couldn't even make an educated guess. I don't know anything about college ball. I'll go with, I'd like to see Notre Dame win. Let's go with them.
Yeah.
Like the
I
Irish fight.
think that's who's picked to win.
Okay.
Corey did let's see. Is the Bisons, the Buffaloes, with North Dakota Bisons, I think. Did they win the championship game against Montana State? Do you know that? I believe that was last.
Corey? I think Corey notoriously doesn't watch sports ball, does he?
Oh, he doesn't?
I don't think so.
Well,
Corey's too much of a man. Corey's too much of a man to watch sports.
Look, there it is. He said
he's out there like, there you go. Corey's out, plowing snow and feeding the cattle.
I was talking to him the other day, and he said they just got through.
Corey said, I can spin a buck and I can run a trout line. A country boy can't survive. Country boy can't survive.
Right. But yeah, he was putting the plow on the tractor so he could take his items to the post office.
See, that's the thing. Putting a plow on the tractor. He ain't got time to watch ball. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, that's the perfect thing, Corey. It's like someone who has no business telling any sports or pro guy or pro athlete anything gets to sit there and tell them exactly what they did wrong. That's the appeal.
Right. Texas Bandit said that the Bisons did win, so North Dakota won that. Marcia said, "Don't quit your day job, Brad."
Hey man, I was just if I wanted to woo y'all with some soothing tunes in my guitar, I'd make y'all cry.
Oh, my.
Don't mistake my wailing on here as what I'm capable of, please, sir.
So,
please
how much snow are you expecting, Brad?
I think they told us like 7 inches or something like that. So
we'll see. It blows my mind, but they're calling from anywhere to 4 to 6 inches here, but up till 4 o'clock. After 4 o'clock, it's supposed to be all ice. So,
well, I'm good with snow. I don't want the ice.
Right. Well, we live in that area, where it's either going to be ice or it's going to be snow, or there could be a mix,
Yeah.
But mom, whatever she's at, I think she was telling me today they're looking at around 8 inches over there, where we're actually really from, where we moved from. They're looking at 8 inches. So that's gonna be what do you say? I put the snow plow on a tractor so we don't get snow this year.
Yeah. So he put the snow plow on there, which means they're not going to get any snow.
Oh, okay.
And then Marcia said it's 41 there. She said keep it up there.
Wow,
it's 28 here right now.
Is it? Let me see what it is
over here.
I don't even know what it is right now. I know it's cold. It can't be that. Let's see here.
All I know is the dog barks to tell us.
Oh, it's 27. It's 27 right here.
Our dog Sophie's like, run, which is put me up. Hey, put me up. Put me up. Put me up. We'll go up. Too cold. Put me up. I'm like,
So
I'm like,
we've been running the generator today, getting it ready. Had to go get some gas and getting everything ready today for tomorrow and the next day. So hopefully the temperature's going to warm up Saturday afternoon. So and then through Sunday, hopefully it'll be a one and done, like a couple days and then gone. I just hope the power don't go out. That's the. I don't mind the snow, but when the power starts going out, that's when it's going to be kind of rough.
yeah, we had an ice storm one time and it knocked our power out for like 5 or 6 days or whatever. And
Oh,
we
wow.
had a fireplace at the place we was at. It's the only time we ever used it. Let me just tell y'all, fireplaces are worthless. The only
No,
only
we
warm,
have one, but my wife won't let me use it.
the only warm spot was like the and it wasn't even warm, but it was like the 5 feet around the fireplace, and that's about it. And I found it to be thoroughly useless. So
Wow. Yeah, my wife won't let me use the wire fireplace because she says the smell or whatever it is gives her a headache. So I don't get to use it.
oh,
Yeah.
Chris, is she a country girl?
Right?
I'm gonna it's like you don't listen to George Jones or don't know. Let me take that back. Lots of people don't listen to George Jones. You don't even know George Jones, and your wife don't like the smell of a fireplace.
Yeah, it gives her headaches. That's what she
Y'all
said.
need y'all need to move up north.
She
Get out
won't
of here.
go up north because it's too
Y'all need,
cold.
y'all need to get out. Well, go south then. Go to Florida. Go down there where Marcia's at. Y'all shouldn't be here.
No, I don't want to go down south either. I don't want to go. Definitely don't want to go to Florida. That's just too much. Too many hurricanes down there.
Lisa said 17 feels like 9 Northwest Ohio. Whew,
I'm like
bad.
Marsha. I love the smell of a campfire too.
So we went to somebody given us a Cracker Barrel gift card for Christmas. Somebody at the church
Ooh,
did, and
was
so
it
we
good?
went there. It was good. I always get the breakfast over there, so it's kind of hard to screw it up breakfast. But I went. We went, and they had like a big old fireplace. They big fire built. Who the heck is George Jones? Oh goodness, let's not start again. Let's not start it again. If you ordered stuff from George Jones, it's not going to show up on time. That's kind of his gig. And it may smell of whiskey, some white lightning, if you please, maybe.
Wow. Wow.
But no, the fireplace at they were burning like hickory on the fireplace at the Cracker Barrel, and the
Yep.
whole Cracker Barrel smelled like hickory smoke. It was nice. I
Wow.
liked it. I liked it.
I like campfires. You know, I don't really like burning in a fireplace, but I do like campfires. You know, I stopped loving George Jones today. Oh golly, Todd, you gonna start on that again?
Did you ever listen to the
Oh,
song, by the
my
way?
wife said that she was gonna disown me over that.
Oh, yeah. So your wife sided with me as well. She was like, "You
Yeah,
never." She's like, "Wait,
she's like, are
let
you
me."
kidding me?
She's
I
like,
said,
"What do you mean you ain't never heard of George Jones? He stopped loving her today. What are you talking about, Chris Phillips?" Did you ever listen to it, by the way? Since we're on the subject, did you ever listen to the song?
no,
You still ain't listened to the song?
I don't think I did.
That's more unforgivable than not knowing it in the first
I don't
place.
think I did. I think I just forgot about it. I mean, it
Well,
wasn't
you
one of
need,
them things like, you know.
yeah, you'll have plenty of
I think
time.
we listened to. Wait a minute. It seems like I tried to listen. I was like, this is just whining.
No, you gotta listen to it. Tomorrow, while you're stranded in the snow, pull it up and listen to it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
do.
be taking pictures of clothes tomorrow while I'm stranded in the snow.
Yeah, how's that going? By the way, we hadn't really talked much about that. How deep down the rabbit hole are you of like being a clothes seller now?
Well, I think I got over 400 pieces of clothing in my store.
Wow. So you're a little ways down the hole then.
Yeah. I got 1,100 items on the store. A little over 1,100 items, so 400 of them, I think, is clothing. I,
So
I,
sorry, go ahead.
well, hold on a minute. It may be less than that. I'm gonna say less than that. I'm gonna say less than that. But I got.
So
Go ahead.
are you just listing? I'm just asking questions. You just listing what you're finding right now, and you got a plan towards doing something different, or are you being like picky with what you're picking up at the start? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to be picky. I'm trying to do. There is a. I'm trying to be picky, but then you get these instances, man, where it's like 10 cents a piece, you know, and you're like, man, I mean, even if I sell it for $6, I'm making money. You know what I mean? So but then you don't want to clog your store up, and then it's just. But since you asked, I'm going to show you 2 pieces I got for free yesterday. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, drop in the chat some good clothing sellers that Chris needs to watch on YouTube. I don't know that many. I don't really watch many clothing sellers because it's kind of not my gig. But if you've got some names of people that have got good content or something, drop it in there. By the way, next week we're going to have Mike Camporelli and Mary on with us, and he's going to be talking about his new channel. I think it's called Mike Medco Meetups. Mike, a lot of people in the selling community know who Mike Camporelli is, so he's going to be on next week, and looking forward to that. And beyond that, we don't know a lot of people. Go ahead. I'm just killing time. I saw you standing there, and I was like, "What's he doing?"
So this is the Air Apostle.
Yeah,
but it's like a hoodie kind of shirt thing.
Is that like furry underneath your?
Yeah, man, the sucker's like really, really heavy. I don't know if you guys see that. I mean, I got this one for free. I actually got 3 pieces. And then I got this women's military jacket. It's what it says on the tag. It's a Tommy Hilfiger. It's pretty cool piece there. And then I got this other Air Apostle jacket like hoodie. It's got buttons on it, and look at this thing, man. It's like a Parker or something like that. Not a Parker, a parka. But I mean, look, it's got like that wool kind of stuff. What is it, Sharpay or something like that? Sharp, whatever. But I mean, it's definitely good winter stuff. The stuff is heavy. And this has got a zipper with the buttons in it. So
cool.
But yeah, I got those 3 for free. So that was pretty cool.
Tommy Hilfiger's man. So my idea of clothing is this.
Good night, Texas. Good luck tomorrow night in your game.
I picked up this Charles Terwit tie. That's a pretty good brand name to pick up if you pick up any ties. Charles Terwit. I think that's how you pronounce it. TYRWHITT, Charles Terwit.
Right.
And then I picked up this rep tie. Say it's a Charles Terwit too. I paid for our meal yesterday, or will pay for our meal yesterday. And then I did pick up. Let's see. I found this is some NASCAR people.
Oh, that's nice.
They're gonna know who Ward Button is. Ward Button Ward Button may be the greatest driver ever on the NASCAR circuit. Ward Button.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about the greatest driver.
Did I tell you about the Goodwill find I had a couple weeks ago?
No. Oh, I found the Matt Hardy T-shirt. Delete.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I found 37 racing graphic tees at Goodwill for $1.50 each a couple weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
Last week.
Don't tell Leroy.
Oh no. He'll be wanting that one.
That's cool. It's 94. Yep. That's a cool T-shirt.
Hey, Wolfman, how's it going? Christopher.
Hello. Hey, Wolfman.
Look.
Bad moon rising right here, son.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in.
But I think on the jean side though, and so I'm finding out that Lucky Brand sells faster than anything else that I have. Now the other stuff does sell, but the Lucky Brand sells faster.
So I don't know anything about. Is that like a modern brand or a vintage brand or? Is that like a mall brand?
It's a women's and men. It can be women's and men. So, but I just know that they sell pretty quick. It's just called Lucky Brand. And I think on the jean size, I think all I'm going to do is look for Lucky Brand. I think maybe, and then if I come across like some the other popular stuff, I'll pick that up too. But
hey, Chad, I know you're a board game guy. I picked this one up the other day. The Bob's Burgers Monopoly. That's not a bad little. It's like a $25 game. Most monopolies and stuff like that aren't that really all that special.
Have you seen the Cat and Nurse Flippers new video on board games?
I haven't watched it yet. Check this guy out. Anybody remember this dude?
Oh my goodness. He eats cats.
Yeah, he's an alien life form. He's actually, we shot one of those drones down the other day.
And that's what come out of it.
So those are some of the cool things I've picked up over the last few days. And then this fella, he's kind of ratty.
Yeah.
But it's
who's that?
It's an old Frankenstein mask, but it's a
like the Monsters Frankenstein?
It's made by Distortions. It's vintage. It's like a 94.
Oh wow.
Pretty good, but that'll be a Christmas time deal. Trying to see if there's anything else cool.
I'm surprised you ain't sold your R2D2 back there yet.
No, that's where we keep the dog food.
What?
That's where we keep our dog food.
Is it a dog food dispenser?
No, it's like from 1983. It's like from Return of the Jedi. It's like a toy box is what it actually is.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, his head comes off, and that's where we keep our dog's food.
Hey, speaking of Star Wars, do you watch that new series on Disney?
I do.
So I just got to the point today to where he turned on the kids.
Yeah.
They found out what the
Spoiler alert.
What is that?
That's Looney Tunes. It's just pretty cool graphic.
Wait a minute, have you been keeping up with it?
Looney Tunes? Yeah, I watch it all the time.
Oh man, the Star Wars show.
Yeah, I'm up to date. I watched the newest episode Thursday night, this Tuesday night. I watched it. Well,
I don't know if he legitimately turned on him. I just know that he was like taking over the captain spot and
I forgot about this one. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. What is that?
Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood.
No way.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that at?
It's more of a modern one though. It's a repop, but
wow.
It is old. Actually, it's not Dr. Feelgood. It's a Asylum. I don't know what that is. I think that's supposed to be.
I just got a notification that said the Vikings and Rams playoff game got moved to Monday because of the wildfires.
Wow, that makes sense.
And it's going to be Glendale, Arizona, actually.
Yeah, they moved it out to Phoenix. Yeah.
Moving out there to
Cardinal Stadium.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that. That makes sense though. That's a shame, man. Just what's going on out there. But anyway, what's some of the cool stuff you guys out there found?
Todd probably found a watch that's worth $1 million.
Yeah. Todd's that guy. He's that guy, pal.
Oh man.
But
so how's the holidays been treating you though?
Good. I'm trying to get rid of all the bad food that we still had left over and everything, and use up all the gift cards and stuff we had so we can get back to eating kind of fairly normal. And I felt sick since Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So my wife's been sick since Thanksgiving, and I had to take her to the hospital over the weekend. And
oh man,
huh?
I said, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then we went to the doctor for a follow-up Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember which day it was. It was one Tuesday because I had to go to my doctor too. And she has got bronchitis pretty bad. And then me, I don't think I got bronchitis, but I've been sick, So, but I feel a little better today. what I've been feeling.
I'm on. Yeah, I'm knocking on wood. I don't think I've been sick since I had COVID,
Right.
and that's been a couple
Golly.
years. That's been several years ago.
That's the
I
worst
think,
sick I've ever been.
I think I got the invincible version of COVID. And then, sure as I say that, I'll be like puking my guts out or something. Actually, in the morning.
Got to
Uh,
take care of your health. Yep. Oh,
so,
there's Leroy. Look
yeah,
at that.
Tactical
Prayers
said,
to the offender.
"Hey, what's
Thank you,
up,
Lisa.
Leroy?
Appreciate that.
What's up, Leroy?"
Got to
Tactical said,
take care of your
3 nest carbon monoxide smoke alarms, $38 Lowe's, and they also within 15 minutes on eBay for around 30. Cool, little retail arbitrage, nice. I've been looking at every time I've gone to Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. I've been looking. I just hadn't seen anything yet. So
Isn't it tactical? You got all three of them for $38, and then you sold all three of them for 130. Am I reading that correctly?
yeah. So did you buy 3 of them for 38 and sell all 3 of them for $130 or 130 each? Surely it's $130 total. If not, I need to start looking.
Right. I used to check. Home Depot whenever we go in there for some clearance stuff. But man, I don't know if it's my area, but like Walmart and Home Depot don't know how to clearance item. $38 each, sold for 130 each. Okay.
Wow, that's great.
Wow,
That's
that's
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's at least what, a $90, $80 profit on each one of them after fees and everything.
Yeah. So I used to do several years ago. I used to do retail arbitrage a lot more. That was something that kind of started. And it was a lot easier a few years ago too. Seemed like, but I know some people still do good with it. But to be good at that, you gotta just stick with it, and you gotta like make it. You gotta make it a pretty good focus. So I'm content to
Oh
like
yeah.
do what we do, but hit a home run every now and then with some retail arbitrage. So. Yeah, one year
Right.
I did really good on Amazon one Christmas, but I did not watch the Jimmy Carter funeral. I worked from early this morning until late this afternoon, and I didn't stop to do it. I will say this in honor of Jimmy Carter. I don't I don't think he was the greatest president we ever had. If he had lived in a different time, maybe it would have worked out better for him. But I do feel like that probably Jimmy Carter is one of the most thoroughly decent human beings we ever had as a president. I think most of our presidents were probably secretly scum. And I feel like Jimmy Carter is actually a decently good man. So rest in peace, Jimmy Carter, and man, thank you for your service to our country. Old
We
model
watched for.
transmission. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna step
No,
on
you
you
go
there.
ahead. You read better than I do.
Yeah, Corey said we watch for old model transducers to go on clearance at sporting goods stores and pick those up. They always sell well, but you don't find them often. Model transducers, you talking about like for like train sets and stuff, the little Variac type thing? What is a model transducer? I'll look that up. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm
How do you
using.
get it? How do you get them at sporting goods stores? Oh, look, we got company.
Hey, hey, hey.
You was in the dark, Leroy, and I couldn't see you down there. Sorry about that,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm gonna be in the dark. I don't have my lights. So
Oh, okay.
why are we back on StreamYard?
Well, we had an issue. Apparently, even Mux is shut down right now.
No.
Like you can't even get into. Like we can get into the back room, not even the back room. We can get into the thing, but when we go to the studio, it doesn't. It says the site doesn't exist.
Is it
It
just
just-
us or is it everybody else?
I
well,
have no idea.
it was the same on. Chris actually messaged me saying he couldn't get in, and so when I got home, I tried to get
Yeah.
on. I couldn't do it either. So I'm actually clicking over there right now to see if it'll actually drop in the back studio. If it even like will click on it. No, it still does the same thing. It says site can't be reached.
Leroy, can you check on y'all stuff that y'all do? Are you able to do
I
that?
don't have any capabilities on there now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
Lisa said genuine, loved his neighbors. I know he done a ton of work with like Habitat for Humanity, and when I say he did the work, like he actually did the work. One of my favorite episodes of King of the Hill of all time had Jimmy Carter in it. Go
I
watch
thought
that.
you guys were watching the game.
I don't watch college football, but really, but I'll check it out later. Yeah. I just folded it back up. It's at the bottom of the stack. I got a Steelers t-shirt too, Leroy. I found a cool old one with like the big like.
You better take the Steelers because you ain't got a dog in the fight. Oh,
I know, right? Hey, so in the AFC, I'd be happy to see the Steelers go. I'm actually going to pull for the Lions. I like Dan Campbell. He was actually a coach for an interim coach for the Dolphins, and I liked him when he was our interim coach, and I like him as a coach now. So,
Leroy, what are you doing, man? I'm interested in know, Wolfman, do you use StreamYard or do you use EV Mux?
Yeah.
Chad.
It's hard to do.
Gotta go. I'll finish watching replay tomorrow. Have a great night. All right, Tactical. We'll see you later. I don't think there's a score on the ball game right now either, but I just got like a low ball offer on some apple bottom jeans. I do know that.
got the apple bottom jeans. Give it to the floor.
Boots in the fur.
Why don't we get it to the mall and shake that thing? Shake that thing. And shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake
Hey,
it.
don't get me started, Wolfman. If I get started talking about Hank Hill, I'll talk like Hank Hill all night long, buddy.
Leroy, Lisa wants to know how your fasting is going.
My fasting is going well. I will be late every day because I pray at 7 from 7 to 8. I've been eating just fruits and vegetables, like peanuts and beans. 4 days so far. Peanuts and beans and stuff like that. I'll eat. It just water. Yesterday I walked.
So he's fasting meat.
How many days in are you?
Only 4.
I bet you already feel better though.
Oh yeah. I already got the baby. I already got the baby poops. I already got the baby poops. Once you get those baby poops, you've made it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the easiest way to
he uses YouTube Live.
What?
Wolfman, I was just talking to him. I was asking him if he used EV Mux. He says he just uses YouTube Live. He's poor.
Why would you use StreamYard when you can use YouTube Live? I don't understand.
Right?
Tell you what, man, I'm not dust in the wind, man. You know what?
This was today's second walk, not the first walk.
Nice.
I did 2 walks today, so today I actually walked 4.5 miles, and then yesterday, it's funny because that's what.
No, go ahead, Leroy. I'm just reading something.
Does it feel more like home, Leroy, because it's cold outside? Is it bringing up memories of your youth, freezing your little tush off up there?
No, because I'm not working in it. When I was working in it, that's when it was tough.
Boy, I used to hate the winter because of the job I had and having to go back and forth in and out all day long.
That was yesterday.
Do not miss that. Cool.
So, Leroy, are you walking to your new shop now?
That's the map. Today's was just one straight up and back, but yesterday's was.
Hey, Leroy, if you were still at the old warehouse, you could walk back and forth to it and get all your steps in.
No, it's not enough.
If you ever need Chris to drop you off somewhere in Strangey so you can get a good walk in,
just have Chris come visit me and
just call me.
I've already lost 7 pounds.
Nice.
I've been seeing. Have you guys been seeing when you're watching YouTube? Have you guys been seeing the chair workout thing?
Yeah, they have all different workouts.
Chair workout.
The chair workout commercial for men over 40.
And go You don't have to go crazy and go running. Everybody should walk. See, now I'm going to be the healthy Leroy. You guys are going to get this healthy Leroy for the next 2 months. But
Lisa wants to know what app that is, Leroy.
I use the map when I walk.
I gotta find out. I'll find out for you, Lisa. I like it. It's a new one every year because those apps take up so much space. So every year I just delete it and I just find another one. And I actually like this one a lot. It is called Lisa, and that's not like a step thing. Like I guess it could be a step thing too, but mine is just like when I do my laps.
Corey said he's at 5.7 miles today after talking with Ken. He said he paces when he's on the phone.
Yeah, I do the same thing, Corey. I'm a perpetual motion guy when I'm on the phone.
10 miles a day.
My dog's name is 10 Miles.
Oh, I want Get it.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. So Corey, if you walk 5.7 miles when you're on the phone with Ken, I'm worried to know how many miles you walk when you're on the phone with me. I haven't made my weekly call to Corey and Teresa this week though.
You harass them once a week?
Yeah, at least once a week I call and harass them. Yeah.
God. I haven't
sometimes twice a week.
I haven't bothered them since the last time we were on the phone together, but I still
he says he gets his steps in for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Corey, I don't know if you got AirPods or earbuds or something like that. That's my trick. I put my earbuds in and just keep working and pulling and doing everything else.
Yeah.
I do like the what was the movie? Wayne's. I do the Wayne's World thing. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen the original? Maybe it was the second Wayne's World, where they go to the radio station to talk to the radio guy, and he's got the stuff going. He's like, here today with Wayne Campbell and Garth whatever, and blah blah. We're going to talk about blah blah Wayne stock, and so they start talking to him, and he's like working the whole time, and he's like changing stuff up, and he's like reaching back to the microphone and be like, yep. Yeah, and so as they're talking, they're like, so like literally we could say anything and you just say yeah and You know what I'm talking about?
No.
God. You don't watch George Jones, you haven't watched Wayne's World. Come on, Chris. Brother.
So it's saying our plan is current validated. So I mean, I don't understand.
You should check your EBT card.
Why?
You better not have one.
That's a EBT card. What's that? That's food stamp, ain't it?
Yeah.
Can't pay enough for that. But now I'm looking at the plan here, and it's saying that we're good on it. So
it's just things happen. It might be down.
Lisa, I put it in the chat for you. Can you tell me you got it?
Thank you, Janet. Name one song you heard today.
Me? Okay.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're first.
I don't know the name. I don't know who sings it.
Well, sing it.
I'm not singing it.
Why not?
It's a gospel song, so I'm not gonna do it.
Mine was a gospel song too. I can tell you the one I've heard today.
I ran. Oh, that's the song you heard today? That's an awesome song, Corey.
I speak the name of Jesus.
That's
the one I like.
I heard that.
Great is your faithfulness. Great is your faithfulness. I don't know if that's the name of the song.
Yeah. I heard there's a song by Brandon Lake. I think that's his name. We're actually got it coming up at church, and I've been having to put it into the system. So I've heard this song called That's Who I Praise about 42 times today. Yeah, that song's great. If nobody knows what Corey's talking about, you should just search High Ren, just like you see Corey's comment. Go find that song and check it. It's awesome.
What is the weirdest thing you saw today on the internet? Every day you see something. Like if you I saw the coolest thing today.
I'll tell you right now. Malibu burned to the ground on the coast.
Really?
That's pretty
Yeah.
weird. Yeah. What would you say, Leroy?
It was a guy, and I guess he has millions and millions of views. He juggles and plays the drums. Did you see that one yet?
No.
Yeah, look up man juggles plays the drums, but he has this drum set to like the digital, so it doesn't sound like a drum set. It sounds like other sounds. But when he juggles the balls, he got like red hair. It was the coolest thing.
So we got our set at church is triggered, and so we can do the electronic thing. Yeah. And I turn on the EDM thing on it, and I'll get on it, and you got that whole
the rave music.
Yeah, I get on there and play that.
Brad, did you watch the video that I sent you?
No, I haven't.
The
last song I listened to, not that song I was telling you about that I had to put in the system at church, was "You Are My Sunshine." That popped up on my feed. Dude, I bawled because that was my song my granddaddy used to sing to me when I was little. I hadn't thought about it in a long time. So
it's
like instant waterworks. I was like, I miss you, granddaddy.
Yeah, it was the Victory in Jesus, Not Your Grandma's hymnal. Victory in Jesus Goes Hard Rock. That's the one I sent you.
Oh yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, I saw the thing.
That was probably the best one out of all the one this guy does. He does a lot of them, but this was probably the best one.
Yeah.
What's up, Swamp Picker?
Jimmy Davis sung it. Gospel beatboxing.
My wife be out here listening to Shine Down the whole time she's working. She likes Shine Down. That's her, like, I'm listening to. This is her work music.
I like Maverick City.
And actually, I listened to so the other than that, the last thing I listened to was what's that band? It's a band from probably the early 2000s or mid 2000s. What's the name of the band?
The Who?
No.
YouTube.
Offspring. I listened to they had like a live set on something, and I listened. It's like five or six songs. I listened to.
What's your favorite non-Christian band?
Guns N' Roses.
Oh,
but I like a lot of stuff. That goes back to high school, so that was my band.
I'm gonna have to say Def Leppard.
Every rose has its thorn.
That's Poison.
Every cowboy sings the same sad song.
Yeah, hey, I'll break out and talk dirty in here.
Is that Bon Jovi?
I think
no,
so.
Poison. So that's actually when I started really playing guitar. My granddaddy played guitar and he showed me some stuff when I was a kid. But in between the summer of 6th and 7th grade, a friend of mine came over and he had the Look What the Cat Dragged In tape by Poison.
Oh wow!
And played that, and I was instantly hooked, and I learned all the songs on that album. That was my jam. And then as I got like a few years later, Guns N' Roses kind of blew up. When I heard the first time I heard Paradise City, and My Michelle was like, this is my stuff right here. I like this.
I could tell you my favorite song. I think it's Guns N' Roses. Ready? I have to shut my screen off though. Okay.
Mine is my favorite song by Guns N' Roses is November Rain.
Mine is like Trying to Do It and You Talk Over Me. That's the one I like.
Or actually, Civil War is a good one too.
Yeah.
Ain't that Civil War?
It's in you.
A lot more.
All right.
The whole song. There's a whole song.
Yeah. Patience. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like Civil War too.
Corey said he was a Megadeth guy. I used to listen. What about Anthrax, Corey? Did you like Anthrax too? I listened to some Anthrax, Megadeth, Metallica, and when you think
then I started listening to the Beatles, and then I went back to R&B, and then I stayed at R&B until I went to gospel, and then I'm just Christian music.
ZZ Top, Scorpion. What about Scorpion?
Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. I don't know what he says, but that's what it sounds like.
Brad, what was your first concert?
My first concert? Oh gosh. Dude.
I feel like I'm watching Indiana Jones over there with the hat over there.
Yeah. You're gonna be shocked when I tell you my first concert.
EBT.
Oh,
Wolfman Goodies. There you go, Brad.
All right, we got to sing to him, Leroy.
what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear rock? You want to hear gospel? You want to hear R&B?
Yeah, pick it out.
So next week on Name That Tune. Yeah. So hey,
silence still in the dead of the night.
Marshall Tucker. So my first live concert was last year.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you go see?
I was 50 years old before I went to my very first concert.
Oh wow. What'd you see? What'd you go to?
Elevation Worship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We do several of their tunes. Yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
Where'd you go to? Greenville?
Yeah, the Bon Shakur Center.
Yep. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
My last
Pour some sugar on me, he says.
Oh.
Pour some sugar on me.
In the name of love. Can't buy me up. I can't get enough. I'm hot. Get sweet on my head.
To your feet. All right, that's it. That's all you get.
That wasn't the Olden Gleeg Glog Globen.
No, that was Rock of Ages.
That was Rock of Ages. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
all right, well, man, there you go.
My first concert was it was Third Base.
Was what?
A group called Third Base.
Third Base.
Third Base.
They were a white hip hop group.
Oh, okay.
Todd just told his age.
Doobie Brothers. God.
Doobie Brothers.
I know what my last concert was Whoop Mammoth.
I've been to a lot. I used to go to concerts all the time. So it was almost every other weekend. I've seen Cypress Hill a ton of times. I've seen Biggie Smalls. I've seen all rap people that you guys wouldn't know. De La Soul, just a lot of rap. But then I've also seen a ton of Christian too. Jeremy Camp. I got to meet Jeremy Camp.
Hey, Leroy, real quick, while you're thinking about that, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Your friend,
anyway.
you know your friend you hooked me up with. So I got a Tupac jacket from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you sell it yet?
Not yet. Nope.
Cool.
I don't even know if it's listed yet. I got that laying in there to be washed. I think that was one of the ones that's got to be taken to the dry cleaners.
No, Jason's a good guy.
Corey listens to real music.
What do you say?
He's out here listening to Tool.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I took my daughter and granddaughter to see Elevation Worship, and I've never been to a concert before. So I don't know if they're all like this, but the pyrotechnic cool stuff that was at the very beginning, and this one song that's absolutely my favorite song now was just unbelievable. I was just like, what? I mean, I was just,
Yeah, we do that song. We do. What was that? Actually, we're doing one of their songs this weekend, "The Graves into Gardens." We're doing that
yeah.
one.
Let me see if I can. I'll tell you the name of the song. It's the one they open with. Graves in the Garden's a good one.
I'm trying to think. There's the other one. There's the one that we did a lot. We hadn't done it in a while, a long time.
You
Uh,
oh, go ahead.
I'm trying to think of something. Dry bone or rattle. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one that we do a lot, or used to do a lot.
That's the very first one. That's the very first song I ever heard of them that just like turned me on. What I See is the name of the song that they opened with when we went to see them. And that, man, holy cow. I was just like, wow. You know, it blew me away.
Brad, you know who
I
Tasha Cobbs
see.
is, right?
Do what, bud?
Tasha Cobbs.
I don't know. What it do?
What it do? She's a gospel artist. Tasha.
Yeah, I don't know.
You've heard the song "Break Every Chain."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. She sings that, and I actually proposed to my wife at her concert in Carowinds.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Crowder. So we actually got this venue that's actually not far from us here. It's like probably 25 minutes away. It's actually in a cave. And Crowder was there. Crowder was there not long ago. It's like it's called the Caverns, and like a lot of bands come there and stuff. Yeah, Crowder was there. Jim Brewer was actually there a few weeks ago. You know the comedian. He actually did a set at the Caverns. But yeah, they do like a whole series there.
Well, I gotta go watch the game, guys. So I'll let you cut you guys off.
Are you good, Leroy?
Have they scored yet?
I don't know yet. What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Oh, I wish. I haven't had coffee in 4 days.
Coffee.
Can you have green tea, Leroy?
Huh?
Can you have green tea? It's got a little caffeine in it.
No, I haven't. Just water. Just water.
My wife said we didn't answer a question. I must have missed it. Something about where you guys live, Michael. Tennessee. I live in Middle Tennessee, southern Middle Tennessee.
I live in Alaska today.
Right, man. Me and Leroy live in Alaska today. I live in South Carolina.
Leroy, tell them about your best sale this week, about the Reseller Information Network sale. By the way, I sold one of my $50 items.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I sold. We're doing a little, just a challenge. It's not a competition. It's a challenge. That everybody always says, "Oh, you need to sell more high dollar items. You need to sell more high dollar items," and we all have them in our death pile, and nobody, you. Oh, I don't want to clean that one, or that's usually what it is. I got to buy a pot for it, or and so it was just trying to drive people. And I listed 2 items during the show, and I sold one of them within, what was it, like 40 minutes?
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a broken Milwaukee impact drill.
Oh yeah, okay.
He sold it for
that
$400.
show, but I was driving. We was heading to Georgia, so I couldn't do the listing thing. I was like, man, I need to be at home so I can list. I got a couple of things I like to do.
Well, you can do it this week now. And Lisa, I want to tell you, I appreciate your friendship here, because you are very supportive of me and everybody else. But I hope you are just as supportive to your family. You seem like a really nice person. So when I see you and when you ask questions, I always respond because you're very nice. Everybody else is, but she's sort of caught my attention. So
see you later, Chad.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Chad.
Take it easy, man. Thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, Chad.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at an hour and a half. I guess we probably.
Yep.
Much fun as I'm having. We need to do. I said as much fun as we're having.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So tell us who we're having next week, Brad.
What are we having? Oh yeah. Next week, everybody make sure you check back in. We're actually going to have Mike Camporelli on, Mike Medco. A lot of people know him in the reseller community. He's got a new channel. I think it's called Metco Meetups or Mike Medco Meetups. I don't know exactly the channel name, but it's he started a channel which I think is kind of unique in the reseller community. It's about the different meetups that happen, and so looking forward to talking to Mike and Mary next week. And just gonna let them talk all about what they got going on about their channel. I'm sure he'll have information on several reseller meetups, and so looking forward to hearing him talk about that. But make sure you check in next week and show your support for Mike. And
what time is you guys coming on? They're coming on 7.
yeah, they're coming on the same time as normal.
I will be here until 8.
Leroy did call me today and asked if we can do during his time of prayer and all that, if we could start at 6. But
I've already lined up next week, so
no, you're
fine. Yeah, but yeah,
I'm already lined up.
There's actually Corey dropped it in the chat there. Mike at Mike Medco. I don't. Is that the Metco Meetups one, or is that a different one, Corey? Yeah, that's the Metco Meetups.
I like what's his name's new channel too. What's his name has another channel now. Scott Ching King. He does a storage unit one now.
Yeah, that's it. We need to get Scott on. I like watching his stuff.
Yeah.
He had the greatest. Scott had the greatest saying the other night on Cat's show. He's talking about a failed antique small booth that he had, and when he was describing it, he said it was slicker than butter on a bald monkey.
All right, I go.
Corey wants to know if that's the meetup one, Brad.
Yes, it is. I clicked on it, Corey. It's the meetup one. Everybody, if you see Corey's link in the chat there, go check that out. Go ahead and subscribe to it, and check out Mike. Get familiar with Mike, and if you got any questions or anything that you'd like to ask him, make sure you pop in next week or even message ahead of time and let us know some of your questions, and we'll ask them or let you ask it.
All right. So how much are you going to get snowed in tomorrow?
I don't know, but I tell you what, if I get snowed in, I may very well put my first video together.
Ah.
So here's a funny thing. So I decided one night, it's like, back in December, it's like, okay, I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to put the cam on and I'm going to like pull my stuff and do a video. And so I did that when I got up. And then we kept getting sales. That was the day I had like 79 different things sold. God, and it just so happened. It's like I finally just had to I had to quit putting the thing on and actually like filming the things because I was just too busy packing. And then I never did the footage. So if I don't have any footage other than that, but it seemed really weird to put that out like 2 or 3 weeks late. But hey,
I'm going to do a short one here. Probably I was going to do it today, but I'll probably do it like in the next couple, maybe do it tomorrow or something. If I can get down here to the building, I'm going to do one of everything that's sold for $50 plus in the last 90 days.
Cool.
That's what I'm thinking. Todd says he's not allowed to talk to Mike.
Yeah. That's funny. All right. Yeah. Thanks everybody for popping in, and you guys just support each other in the community. Those of you that's got YouTube channels, make sure you're checking those channels out and liking their videos and commenting. I'll be the worst one to say that, but I try to do that. I try to watch the video.
But hey guys, yeah, we will see y'all next week. Y'all take it easy.
See you, Janet. See you, Todd. See you, Marcia. See you,
Corey,
Lisa.
Corey, I'll be giving you a call in a couple of days, buddy.
Run.